Legend, man. He called that joint Trends. Let me pep up a little bit, man. Yeah, get some shout outs, man. The homie Barry, my girl Bree, uh, the homie David. Hope you made it to check in. Um, my brother LaShawn Jones. He got a dope podcast called The Sit Down, man. And he got the latest episode is with my guy R.O. Hutch. So I think y'all should check that joint out for real. Shout out to Darrell Pert over there at Double M Marketing Management as well. And I got a few more, but we'll get to those later. Oh, the homie Ernest Jackson, man. Because of him, in the next couple of weeks, man, I'm going to be giving away some trips. And what I mean by trips is their free hotel accommodations. I think there's like a service fee. I think it average around somewhere between $9 and $12, depending on what state. But this is like 4 days and 3 nights. So if you paying $12 for, 3-4 star accommodations in various cities, man. I'm talking Atlantic City, Los Angeles, Chicago, Cancun, Paris. Like it's a lot of different choices, man. So I'm just trying to get all the language together to make sure that what we're giving out is exactly what we're gifting. So there's no mix-ups or whatever. So stay tuned for that, man. But just huge shout out to him, man. Just a good dude, and he always on to something big, and he always looking out, man. So salute to him. Salute to my guy Jason Bourne as well. My homie MJ over there, MJ Hip Hop Connects as well. People still bent out of shape over the All-Star game. Not the All-Star game, but I guess the All-Star weekend festivities, mainly the slam dunk contest. Like I said, man, I peeped it out again, and like I said, I'm not as upset. Upset is strong. Like I ain't really had that much vested in it. Wasn't as bothered in the apparent miscarriage of justice that I had thought I had witnessed or what have you, man. So, like I said, man, what's the guy, Derek Jones or whatever, shout out to him and congratulations to him. Congratulations to the entire NBA, man, for just a great showcase over this weekend, man. Really put your best foot forward, man, and should be commended for that. So huge shout out to y'all for yeah, man, putting on a great show. Can't take that away. People are like, they want the NBA to fix the Pro Bowl now, and people gotta understand, man, with football and basketball, they're both competitive sports, man. But in football, man, it's a lot more physical, obviously. So it's hard not to be competitive without like really taking shots, and I don't mean illegal shots, but like real hits or whatever. And, nobody wants to be the one to injure somebody at the Pro Bowl. So that's going to be a little different. Miss Smith, Miss Tabitha Smith, whoa, getting all tongue-tied here. Welcome, and thank you for joining us. I appreciate your support. But what I was saying is, man, nobody, trying to get hurt at the Pro Bowl or whatever. So we'll see what kind of original changes. I mean, look, first of all, like I get it now that they moved the Pro Bowl before the Super Bowl now, because they knew no one was watching any football after the Super Bowl. But just still in all, it's just, I don't know, man. It's like you're waiting on the Super Bowl to jump off or whatever, and you really ain't trying to watch like a game of all the people who didn't make it to the Super Bowl or whatever. It's just not one of those things, man. I don't know, man. So I don't really think there's no fixing that. I know I probably don't have a lot of baseball fans or whatever, but you got to be under a rock to not have heard about this nonsense going on with the Houston Astros. And it had kind of went away. And then I guess the commissioner of baseball, I think his name is Rod Manfred, he decided to do an interview, and it basically just opened up the Pandora's box again. And what I think a lot of people are upset about is that the players didn't get any type of punishment. So they're basically saying you can cheat to the point that you win a World Series. And because you decided to tell everything that happened, you get total immunity. But this the same league that will suspend someone for, performance enhancing drugs for, I think the first violation is like a half a season. So what's that, 81 games? And then the next violation is the entire season or whatever. Like, someone can be listening and they'll say, well, cheating is cheating. All right, fine, cool. You're right. But let's talk about this and let's break this down, right? I'm using a performance enhancing drug to make me stronger, possibly. Bigger, possibly. All right. So because of this strength, I might be able to hit the ball farther. Okay. Now you could say, well, man, that might be a single, but now you all bulked up. So now that's a home run. Okay. Fair enough. But do you think that's the same as me knowing what pitch is coming? We have pitchers, right, who throw, let's say, an 85 mile per hour curveball, but then they throw a 102 mile per hour fastball. Do you understand the disparity in those two speeds when you sitting there with a bat trying to figure out when to swing? And to see what knowing what pitch is coming would do? So I think that the Houston Astros got off light. I think they have a lot of nerve to come out and speak as boldly as they're speaking. I think Dusty Rhodes, peace to him and God rest his soul, Dusty Baker, manager Dusty Baker, let's get this right. As much as I'm happy that he got another manager's job, he needed to shut up too. Like, you're trying to preempt penalties for pitchers throwing at your players for cheating, and they didn't even get penalized for the said cheating? Nah, my guy, you got to sit this one out, man. We know you wasn't a part of it, and now you've been thrown in there just to kind of be you're pretty much just going to be a bridge to the next manager anyway, but I just think you should just kind of fall back and let that go. And what they're also saying is that what Boston did wasn't as bad as what first was reported. Not that I'm letting them off the hook either, but what they're saying is there's nothing near what the Astros did. But I just wonder why it's taking so long for that report to come out as well. And just imagine if it was the Yankees that were cheating. Just imagine that. I mean, first it was, oh, the Yankees only win because they spend all this money, whatever, whatever. Now we have payrolls that are higher than the Yankees' payrolls. Well, maybe now. Oh, wow. I'm not going to even read that out loud or whatever. And I got to get out of this chat for a minute because it be stopping me in my tracks. I forgot. Like, we're live or whatever. Also, man, just a quick political note. We have the Nevada primaries coming up. I believe it's Thursday. And then right after that, we have the South Carolina primaries, which I really have my eyes on. Jerusalem, Giraffe X. I definitely need to keep me posted what the feeling is on the ground down there in South Carolina. I can't say this enough, people. If there's still a competitive race when the primaries get to your state and you identify as a Democrat, because I know everybody that's listening doesn't, vote for who you want to vote for. Don't fall in line with this who's more electable or whatever. The primary is a contest to find out who that person is. So vote with your heart in the primary. If you have money to donate, if you have time to volunteer or whatever. But don't just get caught up arguing with people on social media about things or whatever. Man, start talking to your people. Make sure that they're registered. Make sure that their registration is up to date. Make sure they know the issues. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you know the issues if you're going to be telling them the issues. Be clear. But we need all those voters who voted in 2012, who then sat out in 2016 to come back and vote in 2020. So I don't mess with Bloomberg. I just need everybody to know that. And for people who don't understand that, you need to live in the tri-state area to know the effects of his policies. Like, this man changed the law so he could run for a third term. Then listen to this. Spent, I think, $160 million to get elected, while his opponent spent $6 million, and he won 51% to 46%. And then after he won, changed the rule back so that you could only have 2 terms as New York City mayor. Like, so you get what I'm saying? I'm not even talking about the Central Park 5 and how he held that settlement up for over a decade. And I will talk about this stop and frisk, though. I just got a few statistics just to run by you real quick, man. Like, just, oh, man. And we won't even go like 2009 and all that or whatever. Let's go 2015, right? There was 22,565 NYPD stops recorded. Out of those, 18,353 were innocent. Of those, 12,000 of those. So 12,000 of 22,000 people that were stopped were black. 6,598 were Latino, and 2,000 were white. Let's go back 2012 when they was really revving this up. 532,911 stops were made. 473,644 were innocent. Of those 532,000, more than half, 284,2 229 were